When you think of the mountains, you may think of just down-home Southern cooking. What you may not think of is an elevated dining experience. Well, if you're coming to the Smokies, you may be coming here for any number of reasons. Maybe it's a special event like a wedding or an anniversary, or maybe a family reunion. But you're looking for something a little more upscale. Well, hang on here because Christy and I are about to show you the best in fine dining.
Seasons 101, a culinary experience, is located in the historic Central Hotel in downtown Sevierville. The modern and inviting dining room beckons you in to this beautiful restaurant. Welcomed with warm flatbread and hummus butter, we absolutely enjoyed our entire meal here at Seasons 101. Just take a look at some of the culinary delights that we enjoyed during our time at Seasons. We know that if you visit Seasons 101, you will not be disappointed.
The uniqueness of Seasons is because it does change with each of the 4 seasons, making this a top pick here in the Smokies. Next we come to the Greenbrier, which is located just outside of downtown in Gatlinburg. And, well, I don't know, for me, this just has a great background, a great historical significance, and it is great for fine dining, any special occasion. I always find that the staff really goes above and beyond here. What do you think, Christy?
The Greenbrier is one of my favorites just because, as Brooks mentioned, the history, but beyond the history, there is the food. The food is top quality. As we can see here, they bring you this delicious spoon bread. Everything that we had was fantastic, and of course, there are those special cocktails that they are famous for as well.
Oh yeah, I love the smoked cocktails there. That was actually one of my favorite things about the place, but the service there is top notch too, of course. And like I said, the service is top notch at all of these fine dining establishments, but look at that, the bone marrow and the beef tartare, special appetizer, and I know we really enjoyed that.
I don't know that we can get that anywhere else in the Smokies, so it was certainly a treat. But you will enjoy the Greenbrier no matter what you get. As you can see, the food is absolutely beautiful.
Agreed. The other thing that I really enjoy, of course, is you look at the food here. What about the way that they have this redone since the Greenbrier has been taken over by new management? They've redone the inside, and it just gives you that kind of a rustic log cabin feel.
Very elegant, yet at home at the same time.
Yeah, rustic yet refined. I guess that's what we would say, right?
You can go back in our library and see the full review, but we actually had our friend John with us on this visit, and we got to try 3 of their most amazing dishes. The Chilean sea bass, I got the airline chicken marsala there with the mushrooms, and John got a steak with the short rib and mashed potatoes, and all 3 of us left there very, very happy.
Absolutely. That twice baked potato is unbelievable. And of course, just like I said, fresh seafood. It was really, really good. This definitely, like I said, always got to make a top 5 list. This would go on any top 5 list, not just fine dining. Let us take you over now to the peaceful side of the Smokies in Townsend. This is off East Lamar Alexander Parkway. This is Dancing Bear Lodge and Appalachian Bistro. Now they do have the lodge that you can actually stay at over in Townsend, but this bistro, if you want to talk about absolutely top-notch everything, farm to table, great service, just this is the place for your special occasion. It truly, truly is. I think Christy this has to be top of your list.
I'm not sure anything can top Dancing Bear, and maybe someday there will, but first of all, the interior of this restaurant is rustic but extremely elegant. And the staff, Aileen, our server, was incredible, answered every single question, described everything in detail. The bread that you see there is made literally before you walk in. And then we've got the cocktails, which were incredible. Of course, we have another smoked cocktail there.
There is a theme, apparently, to a lot of these fine dining places, the smoked aspect. But this smoked cocktail in particular, like I said, go back and watch these full reviews. But that right there, that smoked cocktail, that is whiskey that is selected specifically for Dancing Bear. You won't find it anywhere else in the Smokies.
And these appetizers, it is also a seasonal menu, and the chef makes the menu seasonally every time. So we had a fall menu, and it was like eating a taste of fall on your plate.
Absolutely.
As you can see, Brooks is just enjoying it there. That night was incredible.
It really, really was.
Those were the trout cakes.
Trout cakes. Yeah, they look like crab cakes or salmon cakes, but those were actually smoked trout cakes. And the little caviar that they had on top, fresh soup, I mean everything, and everything is homemade there, farm to table. If you go back and watch the full review, you'll actually see that they do actually have a garden on the property where they farm out some of their veggies and everything.
And
their
I
herbs.
twirled the spoon many times that night.
You sure did. You sure did. This was our birthday dinner, and what a birthday treat that was. Wouldn't you say, love?
It was simply unforgettable. I will never forget Dancing Bear.
Absolutely. So if you are looking for something that is just completely unforgettable, so guys, I tell you what, you want to impress the lady, take her to Dancing Bear. You will not be disappointed at all by that.
And of course, we finished our meal with some amazing desserts, including a locally made pawpaw cake with using a pawpaw fruit that is found generally only in Appalachia.
Absolutely. That pawpaw cake was absolutely to die for.
What a wonderful
Fantastic.
birthday we had.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
And the grounds are beautiful too.
This is another top contender right here. We're going to call it the centerpiece of downtown Sevierville's restoration project. This is the Appalachin. We had the opportunity to talk with Executive Chef David Rule, and the Appalachin, let me just tell you, this is rustic elegance at its absolute finest. You've got the wood fire grill, the open kitchen. You can actually look back, see them make the food, wonderful cocktails. And what about the appetizers, babe?
They were so much fun. Buffalo frog legs, like who does that? They were amazing. And this wonderful, it's like a bruschetta with a goat cheese and tomato jam and the pickled onions there. We really, really, really enjoyed that.
Going back to the buffalo frog legs, I know Chef was like, if you're just looking for a conversation starter, this is the appetizer for you.
And there's my hanger steak and your elk sirloin.
Oh, that elk sirloin. Let me tell you what. Guys, if you're looking for a unique piece of meat, that elk finished off with the West Virginia sea salt that's just the bomb. Can I just say that? It's the bomb. I have never had a better piece of meat.
And the pistachio and goat cheese cheesecake.
We have finally arrived at the Heirloom Room here in downtown Gatlinburg. It sits right on the riverside inside the historic Rocky Waters Inn, which has been newly renovated. You're absolutely going to love this place, guys. Now, the lounge, when you step inside, has a very antique, rustic feel to it, along with the full bar, which is just beautiful to look at. And as you step into the dining room, there's fish and trout and all kinds of things on the wallpaper. Has a really, really unique look to it. The patio, which is open air there, you can sit outside by the river. I don't know that there's a more beautiful dining spot anywhere in town. The Burrata app, that beautiful veggies and cheese, so wonderful. But Christy really loved this airline chicken breast, the Brussels sprouts, the fresh mushrooms, and just a beautiful, beautiful dish. But now this Indian pot pie, this was something, puff pastry, and you can get it as a side. We might go back just to have that. It was really that good. Now the elk loin that I had here, the elk loin is absolutely my favorite meat dish anywhere in the Smokies. It really is that good. And then finishing up after dinner, we both had dessert, but Christy had a little extra something called a golden milk latte. This has turmeric in it, it's warm milk, it's got that Indian feel to it as well, as the Patels do own the Heirloom Room, and they have done a magnificent job with everything here. Guys, this really is one of the best spots in the Smokies anywhere, and we absolutely know you're gonna love it.
I would not let this list be complete without an honorable mention for Pizza Rio Brazilian Pizzeria in Pigeon Forge, just off the Parkway. This was probably our 4th visit, and we are covering the brunch in this video. We had the opportunity to go back and watch them make the pizzas in the fire oven there, and the dining room is huge, so if you've got a big party, you will have a place to sit. But the outdoors was spectacular. The brunch, wow. You're not just getting pizza here, guys. We had fruit.
Yes.
We had meatballs. We had asparagus soup.
There's about 5 different courses.
We had bruschetta.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Christy can just eat all of that. Oh, and then there's that salad. What's on that salad, Brooks?
So the salad has this sun-dried, it's like a sun-dried tomato vinaigrette.
With honey, yes.
It's like a honey vinaigrette. And then, like I said, the main reason that we wanted to make this an honorable mention is because you don't just have the option of just fine dining pizza for dinner here, but that brunch option, that just takes this place over the top.
It's 17 different kinds of pizza plus 4 different dessert pizzas, and we had sangria that day, which it was wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Pizza Rio is upscale dining for pizza.
Absolutely.
I mean, it is fine dining.
Yes, tableside service is just fantastic here. We love the owners and everybody here. So we had to give this our honorable mention.
And this is truly one of my favorite restaurants in the Smokies. Hands down, I will never turn down Pizza Rio.
We hope you've enjoyed this tour of the top fine dining restaurants in the Smokies. Whether you're coming here for an anniversary or birthday or special event, whatever you're coming here for, we don't have just great casual dining here. There really is some top fine dining in this area. All of our reviews can be found in the description box below, as well as how to contact these wonderful restaurants. But for now, Christy and Brooks here saying God bless you, we love you, and we can't wait to show you guys what's next.